already the day to break resolutions. So I've never really gotten mine started. So anyway, but
I gave up on.
yeah, I gave up on. So this is called creating rituals. So coming into a comfortable position, you could either be sitting up, or if you want to lay down on your back and put the knees into the chest. For our practice today, if you've got either a yoga strap or a bathrobe tie, that would be good. We may or may not use the blocks. That's okay if you don't have those. And then you want to have a big pillow or a cushion or a yoga bolster to use. We've got this covered with a pillowcase here. All right, so welcome. Thank you for joining us. And thank you all for being here. All right, so from John 3, chapter 2, verse 2. I pray that you may prosper in all things and be in health, just as your soul prospers. Creating a life that you love and appreciate often comes from creating a series of rituals that nurture and honor your mind, body, and spirit. Due to busyness, habits, and hectic demands, many of us live on autopilot or unconsciously. We are unaware of the many ways in which we can incorporate more joy and meaning into our lives. Keeping the Sabbath, having a daily quiet time with God, setting up a weekly movie or date night, or setting a bi-monthly appointment for a foot massage are just a few rituals that make life a little more fun and worthwhile. The goal isn't to add more things to do or more chaos to your life. So if you have to say no to some things in order to say yes to these new things, remember to prayerfully consider your choices in what would honor the Lord in all He has given you. So take a few moments to check in with yourself. Notice what feels good, what feels achy. Take a couple of breaths. Release any tension that you can. We'll work on doing that a little bit more too. And then within the following categories, recognize what you've been neglecting, and instead what rituals you could start participating in that would alleviate that neglect. Aim to start them one at a time for a couple of weeks. Then add another so that these things become healthy habits. For your mind, you might name some hobbies. This is recognizing what you've been neglecting and instead what rituals you could start participating in that would alleviate neglect. For your body, this can be anything from exercise to taking the time for a bath instead of a shower. Whatever may feel good for your body. And then for your spirit, you may need to take a daily walk alone, to pray, or commit to reading your Bible more consistently. Body, mind, and spirit. So with our yoga practice, we also work on body, mind, and spirit. Poses that we do help affect how our body feels. Different nerve impulses are kicked in by the different poses that we do. Taking care of our body. All right, so let's come on to the back, hug the knees into the chest, and gently rock a little bit. So none of that is to make you feel guilty about how you've been neglecting yourself, but just to start thinking about what ways can I enhance my life. So let's circle the knees around. You don't have to hold them. And remember, anything I suggest that we do, if it doesn't feel right for you, for what's going on, there's no obligation. And then circle the legs around the other way. Hugging in the right leg, extend the left leg out. Let's flex both feet. Relax the shoulders down. And then let's take the leg all the way out to the right side. So your left hand is free, and you're just kind of hooking your right leg. Just see how far, and let's relax the feet here. See how far we can just let that right leg and hip come out to the open. And then release, and then extend that leg out. Let's hug the left leg in. And if it's not available to take hold of the leg, you could use your strap to pull the leg in. Deep breaths. And then we'll take the leg out to the other side. Out to the left, left leg out to the left. And then come on back to center. Let's take the feet down with the legs bent. Your arms are alongside your body. Make sure you have some room behind you. We'll be drawing the arms back. So maybe lift up on the low back and make your low back happy where it is. And so I want you to pretend you've got a vase filled with tepid water. It's not going to be cold water or hot water. And we're working with our pelvis here. So your pelvis is the hip bones here. So as you notice, you've got a little curve in your back, and I'm not trying to take your curves away. But as we exhale, engage the lower abdominals so that the low back goes down and the pelvis goes back. Now this jar of water is coming towards our head. Maybe it's not spilling out onto us. But then as we inhale, the jar goes to center and then forward towards your feet and legs. So now the arch is back in your back. So this is diaphragmatic breathing. And as we exhale, engage the abdominals, low back goes to the ground, breathing in and out of the nose. And then inhale, allowing the belly to fill with breath, toppling over that jar. And then exhaling back. We've got it Velcro to us though. And then inhale. All right, now let's add the arms. So your arms are alongside the body. As we inhale, draw the arms back, and we'll feel the back arch up, spread the fingers wide. And then exhale, coming down, low back goes down. Inhale, coming back upright. Reach, reach, reach. And then exhale. Inhale, drawing back. And exhale, coming forward. Let's extend the legs out, drawing the arms back behind you. If it's available, interlocking the thumbs, but if that feels too tight for your shoulder and neck area, you could just have your arms parallel to each other. So with the legs reaching forward, let's walk the legs and feet over to the right, keeping the left side of the body down, and then just slide the torso and arms over to the right. Let your head hang out to the right. And then back to center and over to the left. So now we feel a deep stretch on the right side of the body. And then release. Okay, let's take hold of our strap or your bathrobe tie, whatever you've got available. And so we'll take the strap around your right foot and take the right leg up in the air. So we want the strap to be kind of even on both sides. You can bend the knee a little bit. So point and flex the foot. Point and flex, point and flex. And then we'll circle foot and ankle around. Keeping the shoulders down. And then circle the foot around the other way. All right, and now I want you to pretend the leg is dead weight. We can't move the leg unless the strap and your hands are guiding it. As you exhale, draw the leg back, your arms are wide. And then inhale, taking the leg forward and down. Arms go closer together, let the leg hover. Exhale, pulling the leg back. Inhale, forward and down. Exhale, coming back. And inhale, forward and down. Exhaling back. Inhale, forward and down. And exhale back. All right, taking one side of the strap over, And then we'll circle the leg around, small circles, getting bigger and bigger. Allow yourself to have a little smile on your face. Believe it or not, that doing that physical move starts to send some happy hormones to your body. So even if you're just smiling about nothing, just give yourself a little smile. I used to get in trouble at my regular job because we were in partitioned walls, and I would have a thought and just start cackling and laughing out loud. They probably thought I was maniacal. And then let's circle around the other way.
What's she doing over
All right, feeling good. I call this my daily vitamin for my back, doing the strap series. It really helps to get the hamstrings going, your hips going, massages your back. Let's take the right leg all the way out to the right side, release your left arm. And just let the leg hang. Feel a big adductor stretch. That's your inner thigh muscles. Deep breath. And then coming up and over, release the right arm. So now your shoulders are still on the ground. You may need to shift the left shoulder to the left. Allow your head to rotate to the right. And rotate your leg around so the big toe points down. Keep breathing. And then bending both legs, flip over to your left side, and then pull the strap over your right shoulder. Come back. And then come back to center. Let's slip the left foot into the strap and then allow yourself to lay down with it. Just lay here for a moment and notice how you feel. One side compared to the other. Imagine on this cold morning that you're on a warm beach. Oh. All right, and then take the leg up. And we'll start with our point and flex for this side. This side feels so tight now compared to the other. All right, point and flex, and then just circling foot and ankle around. Circle around the other way. And then with the leg up in the air, exhale here. And then inhale forward and down. Exhale back, drawing the leg up. Inhale forward and down. Exhale back. Inhale forward and down. Exhale back. Inhale forward and down. So back and forth. Again, the leg is dead weight. Can't move unless that strap's tight. All right, next time the leg's up in the air, we'll take our side of the strap over and start to rodeo or circle this leg around. Pretend you're in a rodeo using a lasso. That's my little reference there. Deep breaths. And then let's circle around the other way. All right, taking the leg all the way out to the left side, release the right arm. Feel that deep stretch along the leg. Now taking the leg all the way over to the right, holding the strap just with your right hand. Now, I'm not going to do it for this side because I've got the microphone on the right side. And then you'll bend both legs, rolling all the way over to your right side. If I come up this way, I can do it. Lifting all the way up. You wouldn't lift this far up there. And then pulling the left leg back behind you. Okay, and then come on back to center. You can go ahead and lay down for a moment. All right, and then bending the legs, rolling over to one side, and then let's come on back up to a seated position. So one of our other readings, as we're getting organized here, from Psalm 92, verse 2. It is good to proclaim your unfailing love in the morning, your faithfulness in the evening. Lord, let me dwell in your presence both day and night by slowing down, taking time to take care of the things that matter, and reflecting on your love and faithfulness all day. Let me recognize how important it is to slow down and reflect on you. Just taking a moment to be. All right, spreading the fingers wide. Let's stretch the fingers out and inhale up and looking up. And then exhale down, hinging forward, rotating up, inhaling up, and exhale forward and down. Rotate palms up, inhale up, and exhale, hinge forward. Back to center. We'll take one arm out to the side, the other arm up and over. So reaching, feeling that deep stretch from the hip through the rib cage and shoulder. And then come back to center, over for the other side. Back to center and just floating the arms, feeling that at your own pace, taking time. Back to center. Let's take the legs wide and gently, with bending the legs, rotating the feet around. About rotating the feet. And we'll come around the other way. Okay. All right. So just kind of shifting forward. Keep your back straight and let yourself come forward. You'll feel it in your hamstrings without even going too far. Deep breath. Back upright, bending one leg. Let's turn the body towards the bent leg, hinge over towards the straight leg. And then opening up, releasing, reaching up and over. And then exhale, coming back, pull the pelvic floor up and in, belly to the spine as we exhale. Then inhale, letting it all go. Exhale, back upright. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, back. Inhale. And then come back to center. We'll take the legs and feet wide, feet on the floor, and just gently winch your like little legs. All right, coming back, and the other leg's extended. So bending, turning your torso towards one leg, hinging over, sweeping arm up, and exhale back. Inhale over. Exhale back. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. All right, let's come on up to hands and knees. And you may need to have a blanket or a pillow underneath your knees. Spread the fingers wide. And we'll focus on tilting the tailbone in, coming into cat. That's our exhale, belly to the spine, chin to the chest. And then inhale, head and chest looks forward, tailbone up. Exhale, rolling up, hips in. Inhale. So take your time. Let your movement be guided by your breath. So when you feel the need for an exhale, rolling into cat, and you can hold it a little bit longer. And then inhale, so you don't have to keep the breath going. There can be a pause. All right, and then coming into a strengthening and balancing pose, we'll take the left leg out, point your toes down, have your leg level with your back, and then draw the right arm up like you're shaking hands, so your thumb is pointing upward, and reach as far as you can. Keep a focal point on your mat, and then come on down. Right leg, left arm, reach, reach, reach. Come on down. Other side, it is opposite arm and leg. It's possible to take up the same side, but it's much more difficult. And then come down. And again, reach, reach, reach. Lifting up with your heart. And a couple more. All right, taking the knees wide, big toes closer together. Let's hinge back to child's pose and bend the arms so that your forearms are there for your forehead. With your right arm bent, taking the left arm forward, let your forehead now come on just onto the right forearm. So again, right arm's behind your left elbow. And then preparing for thread the needle, we'll come up slightly. Scoop your right arm through. You may need to align your knees and legs instead of the knees totally wide. Scoop your right arm through. We're going to come onto the right shoulder, right side of the face. Your left arm's forward or up in the air. Or some people bend the arm and take the hands to the low back. Keep breathing. And left hand down, push into tabletop again. On hands and knees. Maybe wiggle around a little bit. Circle the bottom back. Bend your arms. And then circle around the other way. All right, now preparing for the other side, we'll bend the left arm, left hand behind your right elbow, walk the arm forward. Bring up slightly, scooping the left arm through. So you're on your left shoulder, left side of your face. Your right arm's forward or up in the air. And then right hand down. Come on back to center. And again, wiggle, wiggle. Okay. Let's take the right leg out and roll a little bit, toe to heel. And then right leg up and over to the left. So your toes curl under and you're looking to the left. Look back at the toes. Back to center, left leg out, rolling back and forth. And left leg up and over to the right and looking to the right. Okay. So coming into a modified dolphin, we're going to take the forearms down and clasp the fingers together. Now, we want to have the knees back far enough so that when we exhale, our head is towards our elbows. So you're going to clasp your fingers together and then shift forward so your chin comes in front of your fist. Now, this is a big abdominal workout and shoulder strengthener. So we're exhaling back and inhaling forward. I did this the other day, and I'm still a little sore from it, but I thought, I should keep this going. Exhale back, inhale forward. Now, you can stay here, but if you want to kick it up a notch, you'll curl the toes under and your tailbone's up in there. So it's like you're in a down dog, but on your forearms. Then shifting forward, more in a plank, so your chin's in front of your fist. Woo! This is where you'll feel it for your abdominal strengthening. So shifting forward, exhaling back, back and forth. Hold it here. Woo, and then come on down. Okay. All right, let's come on up to the knees and shins. All right, very good. Roll the shoulders a bit. Uh-oh, got an achy side.
No, it's that.
Oh, man. Okay.
When I move this side, it just goes all the way in there.
Okay. All right, we'll have to work on that. We'll do some pigeon pose for you.
Side, right, IT thing.
I don't know. I'm saying inside,
Yeah,
but it goes from here to there.
yeah,
Yeah, IT.
yeah, IT bands the side. Okay, well, take out your happier leg. We don't say good or bad leg, but happier leg. So we'll rotate the leg out. So just coming out with the side and see if you can rotate your foot around so you really feel an inner thigh stretch. Okay, hand down the leg and then the other arm up and over. Wonder if we should come down and do figure four like pigeon pose, but on your back.
Yeah, that'd be
Okay. All right, we'll do that in just a minute. Reach up and over. Poor thing. Now, you know, my tie treatments really help with that. I think you need to get a
because
tie treatment.
I was having that issue, then
It went away for a while.
and then this last month, it's just,
Yeah.
some days it's worse than others.
All right, and then let's reverse legs if it's available. Okay, rotate the leg out. Hand down the leg, the other arm up and over. So lots of good side bends today. Exhale here. Inhale over. And exhale back. And inhale over. Did it feel good when you did the strap work with the leg going over? And
And then each make myself.
yes, yes, every day. Okay, and then come on back. So before we stand up, we'll go ahead and come back to your back. You may want to have the strap close by in case you want to use the strap for this. So come down onto your back again, and we'll have the legs bent, make your back adjusted, or allow your back to adjust, maybe lifting up, low back. So cross the right leg over the left, and then lift the left foot up off the ground. So taking the strap either around the left thigh, I think I'll do that, and then pulling it through the little triangle, or you can have your hands behind the left leg, and then you're pulling the left leg back. So you should feel that in the right side of the hip. And if you don't feel it very much, take your right leg over a little bit more towards the left. So pulling back, keep breathing. And then let it go just a little bit, releasing it, and then pull back again. And release. And then one more time. And release. And then one more time. And release. And then one more time. And then 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 release. And then one more And release. Okay, taking the feet wide. Take the strap now around the right leg. So feet are wide and gently windshield wiper the legs back and forth, just as a little interim move here. All right, now crossing left leg over the right. So I've got the strap around my right back of my thigh. And then lifting the right leg up, or you can take your hands through so that you're clasping your right leg. Okay, so we're pulling the right leg in. And again, if you don't feel it very much, take the left leg over to the right a little bit more. And then release out. Exhale back. Inhale, release. Exhale back. And release. One more time. And release. Okay. Taking the strap away if you used it. And again, just gently windshield wipering back and forth. I feel a sneeze coming on at some point. It's going to be big. But oh gosh. All right, rolling over to one side, and then we're going to make our way back around the hands and knees and coming into down dog. So spreading the fingers wide, curl the toes, lift the hips up. And we're in our upside down V, so bending one leg and then the other, rolling from toe to heel. Deep breath. And then release both heels towards the ground, your tailbones up in the air. Feeling that deep stretch all the way down the legs, down towards the feet. And then we'll look to the hands, walk your feet forward, letting yourself hang here. Now bend your knees a little bit. Let's take hold of opposite elbows. And so we'll just gently swing side to side with your legs bent. And then back to center. Take your hands to your low back, draw your belly to your spine, and come on up with a straight back. Now we're vertical. Okay. All right, a little bit of a ragdoll dance. Loosen up a little bit more. We'll prepare for sun salutations. All right, very good. Okay, so coming up to the front of your mat, toes are spread wide, feet are parallel to each other. Hands to the heart. Let's sweep the arms out and up. A little bit of a lean back. Exhale down. Inhale up halfway. Exhale down, fingers beside your toes, left leg far back, left knee on the ground. So our right knee is stacked over ankle. Hug your inner thighs together to come up to the right thigh, and then sweeping arms up. So the left leg should be back far enough so we feel a deep stretch in that hip and thigh area. Okay, hands come down, draw yourself back to table, curl the toes, back to down dog. Release onto the knees, bend the arms, come on down onto your belly. Inhale the cobra with no weight on your hands. So reaching up and back. Push back to table to down dog. Deep breath. Now look to your hands, tell your left foot come forward. I'll put up there if it doesn't make it all the way. Left knee stacked over ankle, right leg back far enough. Sweeping the arms up, reaching up. Hands come down, curl the back right toes under and draw the right foot forward. Letting yourself hang here for a minute, spread the toes. And then open up, inhale. Drawing up and exhale. Push your fingers and palms together. Open up again, inhale. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale up halfway. Exhale down, right leg far back, right knee down. Inhaling up, reaching up, a little bit of a back bend here. Hands come down, and you can either draw yourself back to table or slide the left leg back, adjust the hands, back to down dog. Release the knees, onto the belly. Inhale to cobra. Push back to down dog. Move to your hands, right foot forward and left knee down. Inhaling up, reaching up and back. Release the hands and left foot goes forward. Open up, inhale. Reaching up and back. Hands to the heart. Inhale again. Exhale down. Inhale up halfway. Exhale. Left leg back. Left knee. Inhale up again. Hands to the heart. Let's do a little twist towards your right leg. Left to right. Plant the hands down. Pivot back to down dog. Shift it forward into plank. Hold it here. And either come down push-up style or knees first, and then come on down. Inhale to cobra again. No weight on the hands. Hand back. Curl the toes. Back to down dog. Walk your feet forward. Open up, inhale. Woo! Hands to the heart. Good job. Okay, opening up. Golly, I just realized I'm not wearing my Apple Watch. I'm not getting credit for this.
You didn't do it.
It's like I didn't do it. Inhale up. Exhale down. Right leg far back. I'm depending on this thing. Inhaling up. Reaching up and back. Hands to the heart. Let's twist towards your left. So towards your knee. All right. Keep breathing. Plant the hands. Back to down dog. Hear different things. Snap, crackle, pop in your body. Maybe walk your dog again. Shift it forward in the plank. Strong and powerful. Onto the knees, onto the belly. Inhale to cobra with no weight on the hands. Maybe a flying cobra this time. Keep breathing. Plant the hands. Back to down dog. Walking your feet forward. Opening up into down dog. And hands to the heart. Good job. Okay. We've arrived. We're in mountain pose now. Tailbone down, belly towards the spine. Notice how you feel. We'd really feel it if we were laying down, but I'm not going to have us lay down yet. Darn. Oh, maybe closing eyes, unless that makes you feel dizzy. Sometimes it's better just to keep the focal point to the floor. Now, let's cross the legs. Have your hands on the hips. And cross the legs and feet. And have your toes spread wide. Your whole foot's on the ground. And then we're going to make our way down. Now, if you need to keep your back flat, then you would just come down part way. If it's available, drawing all the way down. So this gets into the IT bands. So we'll attack both sides if that's the issue or if it's sciatica. All right, now hands on your low back. Inhale up with a straight back. And then uncross the legs. Tiptoe around and cross them the other way. This is also kind of a balancing pose too. Hinging forward at your hips. Hands to your low back, belly to the spine, back, right, and release. Okay, let's take the legs wide, hands on the hips, and circle the hips around. So bend the knees a little bit. And then circle around the other way. So, coming to the back of your mat. And if you do have a block, let's put it in front on the right side. So your feet are wide, and we'll take the right foot at an angle to the right, left foot way forward on the left side. Bending the left leg down, draw both hips forward. And so we're squared up, coming into warrior one, sweeping arms up. Maybe making a V with your arms to feel your shoulder blades relax down the spine. Deep breath, holding it here from the belly button down, or rooting into the earth. That takes some energy, the outside edge of your right foot, so it's not coming off the ground. Deep breathing. And then let's hinge forward, keeping the legs where they are, and just draw the arms back. And let's take hold of that block. If you don't have one, maybe you can get to the floor. So coming up on your back toes, launch forward. You may or may not need the block. And come into a standing split. So your head's going towards your leg. So one day, this right leg's vertical and up to the air. And then take the foot down. Bend the legs and inhale up. Woo. And hands to the heart. Okay. Now, your right foot is going to stay parallel to the floor and facing forward. Your left leg's going to step back at an angle. So rotate the hips around. So our feet can be wide on the mat. They don't have to be in alignment. Bending the right knee, draw the left foot forward, left hip forward, and then reaching arms up. So our back left foot, we've got energy going to it. Bending into the leg. Spread your toes. And then hinging forward, keeping your legs and feet steady. Your arms come back, maybe up to shoulder height. Letting your head just look down. Kind of like we're in an Olympic move of almost jumping off that ski slope thingy. All right, hands come down, and then taking the left leg up. Taking the left leg down, bending the knees, inhale up again. Reaching up and back, and hands to the heart. Let's clasp the fingers together back and forth. And rotate your palms up, tailbone down, belly towards the spine, reaching up. Keep the weight even on both legs and feet. Let that hip come out to the side, opposite of the arms. But then find where the weight shifted. And come back to center and up and over for the other side. Creating lots of space for your vertebra. And then back to center, release the arms. Shake it out a little bit. Okay, coming into a balance pose with your feet parallel to each other. Allow yourself to be in a mountain and have a focal point, something that is close to the ground in front of you, but your chin stays parallel to the floor and our heart and chest stays lifted. Shift the weight over to the right leg and draw the left leg up and flex that foot. And then let's take the knee out to the side and then find where you want to put the foot, either toes on the ground or above or below your knee. So hands to the heart, keep a focal point. Keep breathing. Your standing leg could be bent slightly, that may help. Maybe draw the arms up. And releasing down. Woo! And shake the leg out. Shake out the standing leg. All right, time to root the other foot down. And then lifting up the other foot. Take it out to the side. Finding where you want to have it land. Keep breathing. Opening up. And then hands to the heart. Oops, and come down. Okay, so a little bit more sciatic work coming into pigeon pose. Now, you don't have to use the bolster. Do you prefer to use it or, okay. Yeah, I kind of like it. You don't have to have it, but if you do have a big cushion at home or a bolster, this is a fun thing to do. So we'll take your, which side is more achy?
The right.
The right. Okay, let's start with the left. We'll start with what we call the happier side. We don't call it good or bad. Okay, so let's take the left leg over to the right side of the mat. And then you're just gonna come on down, taking the right leg out to the side. The reason I like the bolster is it really helps us kind of have an aim for where the leg's gonna go, because we want the shin parallel to the mat. And now it can be parallel to the bolster. So sitting up real tall, your back right leg is straight and strong. Both hips face forward. And then we'll start to hinge forward. So take it in stages. If you've got a block, you want to hold on to that to elevate a little bit. Take some breaths. I'll do some reading while we breathe into this to distract us. From Jeremiah 2nd chapter, verse 25. Slow down. Take a deep breath. What's the hurry? Why wear yourself out? Just what are you after anyway? But you say, I can't help it. This sounds a little odd. I'm addicted to alien gods. I can't quit. Father, don't let me get caught up in chasing after security, money, approval, or anything else. Let me recognize when I'm giving myself to other gods and stop pursuing those things that aren't ultimately of honor to you. Help me to put space in my day to reflect and give me discernment about my very motivations in my daily decisions. Preparing to come up. I think the easiest way if you're using a cushion is just to kind of fall off of it. All right, come on back up to hands and knees. And this time we'll take the right leg over. So the foot is over on the left side. And our thigh, if you're using a cushion, is on the bolster. On the cushion. Okay, so organize your body. Get both hips facing forward. The back left can be straight. Some people will bend it. That makes it a little bit more accessible. Okay, and then we're going to bloom our plumage forward to start with. And then starting to hinge forward. Woo. Okay, the side might be tighter, so just take it in stages. Breathe into it. Maybe rock a little bit. Right, inching forward a little bit more. Deep inhales and exhales. And back. Okay, here we are. Shaking it out. All right, we'll put that to the side for now. Let's get any extra love out of the way. And with the feet flexed, we'll inhale the arms up. And exhale, hinge forward. Reach, reach, reach as far as you're willing and able. Now, if you've got osteopenia or osteoporosis, we're going to want to keep the back straight and just hinge from your hips. You're still benefiting. You can still feel that in your thighs. So we don't have to face plant here. Deep breath. You could take your peace fingers around your big toes if you can get to them, if that is available. Otherwise, hands on legs is fine. All right, and then coming back upright. Very good. So now we'll make our way over to the wall, to do legs up the wall, or if you don't have the wall accessible, another option is to come down onto your back and just kicking your legs up in the air. So that's always an option. Or if you do have a wall, it feels good to just let your legs lay on the wall. So we'll stay here about 2 or 3 minutes. I think that music will work, so some music on. From Psalm 27, verse 4. One thing I ask from the Lord, this only do I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to gaze on the beauty of the Lord and to seek him in his temple. If I am focused on you as my one desire in life, then things, all forms of other things, are put into perspective in their actual importance. Help me to let go of things that would hinder me from knowing you more and glorifying you, whether these things are physical objects, physical health, mental, emotional, or otherwise. Preparing to come down, bending the legs, and then scooting around, preparing for deep relaxation. So you may want to put the bolster underneath your thighs. Whatever's a comfortable position for you, you may want to be propped up a little bit. We'll be here for about 15 minutes, maybe a little bit less. This is a real important part of the class, where we integrate all the good work that we've been doing. Let me know if you want a blanket over you. Taking some deep inhales and exhales. making sure you feel as comfortable as possible. And if at any time during our time you need to move your position, that's okay. So Shavasana is a Sanskrit word that literally translates into corpse pose. As Christians, we know that we have been crucified with Christ. It is no longer we who live, but Christ who lives in us. The life which we now live in the flesh, we live by faith in the Son of God who loved us and gave himself for us. So allow your body to totally let go now. Imagine that you're a seed being dropped into the soft, fertile earth. Allow the seed to die, knowing that unless the seed dies, it will not bear fruit. Trust that Christ's power in you will bring life back into the seed, making it imperishable. Let him increase as you decrease. Let his Holy Spirit transform you. Feel your body absorb the effects of the yoga practice as your spirit is renewed. Coming into that physical relaxation, spread the fingers wide, stretching out the fingers, the palms, the wrists, and then curl the fingers into the palms, make fists with the hands, and squeeze the hands and arms. Squeeze into the back, the belly, the buttocks, the legs, the feet. Squeeze the eyes closed tight, face closed tight. Squeeze all that energy into the center of the body, squeezing and holding, and then release. Open the palms and gently rotate the head from side to side, finding a comfortable centered position. Exhaling all of the breath out of the body. Draw the belly down towards the spine as you exhale. And then take a deep breath into the belly. Puff the tummy up like a big balloon and hold the breath, holding it. And then slowly exhale the breath through the nose. Bring the awareness to the upper chest. Take a deep breath into the lungs and hold the breath. Breathe in a little more air to the top of the clavicle, holding it. And then open the mouth, let the air gush out. Lift the eyebrows towards the hairline and release. Open the mouth wide, stretch the jaw, stick the tongue out down towards the chin. And release. Moving through the body, mentally relaxing all the parts of the body. Bring the awareness to the toes. Relax the toes and the space between the toes. The bottoms of the feet, the tops of the feet. Feel the ankles relax, the calves relax. Feel the backs of the knees and the tops of the knees relaxing and releasing. Feel the thighs relaxing. Feel the hips, the buttocks, the pelvis melting into the earth like warm golden honey. Okay, another deep inhale and exhale. So moving into the abdominal cavity, relaxing all of the abdominal organs and muscles, the large and small intestine, the stomach, the spleen, the pancreas, the liver, the kidneys and adrenal glands. All of the abdominal organs and muscles relaxing and releasing. Feel the lungs opening and the heart softening. Feel the collarbone release, shoulders release, the rib cage opening. Bring the awareness to both of the arms, relaxing the shoulders and the upper arms. The elbows, the forearms, the wrists and the hands. Feel the fingers, the space between the fingers relax. Imagining the hands are two empty gloves lying beside Allow the energy from the fingertips to release now into the lower back. Relaxing the lower back, the middle back, the upper back, and the back of the neck. Allow the jaw to relax, the lips, the chin, the tongue to relax. Relax the cheeks, the inner ear spiraling to the outer ear. Feeling the eyes heavy, the eyelids heavy. Feel the eyebrows softening and the forehead softening. Feel the back of the head, the sides of the head, the top of the head relax. Feel the entire body completely relaxed. Observe the breath. Follow the movement of the breath flowing in and out of the body without controlling it. Observe the mind as the body and the breath become relaxed. So too the mind seems almost without thought. Be a witness to the mind as you notice any thoughts. Take the awareness back to the breath. Think of the inhale, the exhale, knowing that right here, right now, there's nothing to do and nothing to undo. Feel the peace you feel within. This peace is our true nature. The true self is a witness to the body and the breath and the mind. feel this peace and enjoy. Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. Slowly begin to awaken the body, wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, bending the legs. We forgot to do a twist before our end of class. So with your legs bent, let's take the legs over to the left side, maybe the arms out to a T position. Head to the right. You're not awake yet. You are now. I'm so glad that waited till the end of class. And then head back to center, legs back to center, and then your legs to the right and head to the left. That's amazing that waited. Oh, golly. And then roll on over all the way to your side, and then come on back up to a seated position. So I'll do the closing prayer, and then I'll close out our yoga session. We'll take hands to the heart in prayer position, sitting up tall. I submit these things to you, whether I need to surrender something that has taken space and time up in my mind, my body, or my spirit. Help me to make changes in my life that allow for the time to care for all of the different aspects of life. You created us as complex beings, and we tend to try to take things into our own control, which can cause us to miss the beauty and joy we find when dwelling in you. So let's sweep the arms out, give yourself a big hug and a squeeze for coming to yoga today, and then open the arms, cross the other way. It's the best way to take care of yourself. And then releasing hands to the heart in prayer position, remembering the purpose of our practice, to have an easeful body, a peaceful mind, and therefore a useful and joyful life. Easeful, peaceful, useful, and joyful. May you live with ease and peace. God bless and namaste. Thanks for joining us in person and online.
Yep.